Well, thousands of students received some devastating news today. The vocational school Brightwood College will close all of its campuses across the nation. This includes the location in Corpus Christi. Students say they had no idea until they showed up for class today. Our Madeline Dart tells us what now former students have to say about it.
Students at Brightwood College say they were about to take their morning break when they were called into a meeting, and that's when they were delivered the devastating news. Students walking into this building with an ambition to learn, some of them months into the program, others just started.
Brightwood really spoke to me and showed me that I can do it.
Put everything on hold with my life so I could go to school and better myself.
These students were working to enter the medical field until today.
We thought it was going to be like an awards assembly, and they just dropped this bombshell on us.
Devastated is an understatement.
An email sent to students Wednesday morning from Brightwood CEO saying the college's parent company was going to restructure in the early fall, something students say they had never been told. Then out of the blue, Brightwood losing accreditation, forcing them to close their doors due to the Department of Education tightening their regulations and a lack of funds.
I was supposed to start clinicals. I was so excited and they hit me with this and it was just pure devastation. You work so hard for something and then all of a sudden it gets ripped out from under your feet. It's just horrible.
Students say they're now facing a huge financial burden, unsure if their credits will transfer to another college.
Paying everything out of pocket, which was about $2,100 a month.
Not to mention the staff from Brightwood who are now without a job.
Teachers, the staff, they're all heartbroken and it's hard to see.
As they decide what to do next, students say they're still hopeful someone will buy the college.
I really hope someone can do that for us and give us the chance that everybody else has had. This school deserves the chance.
We have reached out to Brightwood College's corporation and we have not yet received a reply. For now, reporting from Brightwood College, Madeline Dart, 3 News.